His best fastball command, Kyle. Couldn't really seem to reel that in, the fastball location. Put up 3 zeros there after the first, which was nice, even though he wasn't on top of his game. He was just a little bit off. Secondary pitches weren't Jon-like. So, again, a little bit up in the strike zone with his fastball early in the game. Couldn't really establish really anything as the game went on, but yet, into the 6th inning, 5-6 runs, not ideal, obviously, but it could have been, after the first inning, 3 runs. It was a big double play ball just to minimize the damage there and then continue on. It needed at least into the 6th with the way our bullpen was set up today. So, but anyway, to your initial question, lack of fastball command, I think, is the primary reason Jon was off today.
Hey, just the homestand, has it been kind of a frustrating thing where, either you don't get pitching, don't get hitting, and
a little bit. I mean, it's you never know how a game's going to play out. We won the series against the Reds in one low-scoring game and 2 high-scoring games. So came out of that one okay, and then these 4 games, obviously we're not where we want them to go. I mean, we ran into a hot team. They're swinging the bats. They made pitches. They made plays. Their center fielder had a pretty good series defensively. We just couldn't get anything going. In today's game, it looked as though it was going to, be a little bit of a nail biter as we went through it. But they added on deep in the game against our bullpen. We made a late charge there late, but couldn't quite get there.
Well, Bud, you have to, I guess, at least feel good. The offense has shown to never give up in the 9th inning in the last 2 games, but it's still falling short.
Yeah, a little better. Trevor had a good day with 3 hard hit balls. That was good to see out of Trev, and Charlie's last at-bat was better. It was tough to see David leave that game. We needed him in there. Hopefully he can get on track, but we're not swinging. Since the Arizona series, we haven't really swung the bats, like we're capable, and the pitching's been too variable.
So coming up, you got a tough road stand here, and needing to turn things around quickly, probably, as far as staying in the race.
Yeah, we got to hang in there close. We got to stay close until we get hot. I mean, there's still a lot of teams fighting for playoff spots. The Dodgers are, it's they got a sizable lead. If we catch them, we got to really play our asses off. But again, we got to stay close enough until we start playing better. And if that happens, it's going to be a good second half. But there's no doubt we got to play better on the mound, and we got to get the bats going again.
Dave, I just follow up on David. We got the word up in the press box that it was contusion.
Yeah.
Left foot. Can you tell us anything more? Is he day to day?
We don't know. I haven't spoken with David. I just came in right here pretty quickly after the game. Had an X-ray. It was negative, so that's a good sign. Hit him pretty squarely on the foot. A little concerned about there might be a little bit of a fracture, but that's not the case. So, we're off tomorrow. That'll be good for David. So we'll see where he is on Friday.
Always having his surgery, surgery in South Korea. Do you know when he leaves and when he's going to that?
I think he's on his way any day now. He's going to go over to Korea and get that taken care of. He's been a good Rocky, even though for a short period of time. He's very instrumental in last year's success when he came over in the trade with the Blue Jays. Was a big part of our bullpen. This year just couldn't seem to get on track. I think the elbow had been bothering him for a while. He hung in there. I think he pitched through some discomfort. I think that showed in some of his performance. But he's a pro. He's had a great career in Korea and over here. A likable teammate, gravitated towards the guys, and the guys gravitated back towards him. He, if healthy, he would have been a big part of our bullpen. But I think maybe innings and age finally caught up with him. But fond memories of Son Juan as we look on his time here as a Rocky.
The offense has just shown a never give up type of attitude. That has to be something positive in going into a big important road stand.
Yeah, not a lot of positives, for this homestand, but we'd like to think that we're a tough team, and we truly do believe that. So we're going to lean on that the rest of the season. We're going to try to be as relentless as we can. It's just not going well right now, but we feel like we're going to turn it around.
This is one of those, I guess, situations where maybe last year you guys are going better. They bring in help at the break. Do you feel like it's kind of on you guys this year to?
We have the guys here that we feel like we can do what we want to do. So, that's really not up to us at all. We just go out there and try to do our jobs the best we can. That's really it.
Trevor, would it be fair to say that this upcoming road trip, you've got the Yankees, you got the Nats playing much better baseball, and then Cincinnati, a long road trip. How crucial is this, considering you guys aren't playing the best baseball right now?
Yeah, it's big. Hopefully try to go out and have a winning road stand. It's been tough lately. There's no doubt, and there's no hiding behind that. We're not playing the way we want to, but really every game from here on out is really crucial. And that's just the facts about it, I think.
What turns the momentum around?
I think just one hit here, one pitch here. We feel like we're just not. We're either not making the pitches in the big moment or not getting the hit in the big moment. So I think just one of those can turn, and you can create a lot of momentum off that.
Obviously, the Yankees are really good, but are you excited for a change of venue, even to go on the road, to kind of get away from the craziness of the stadium a little bit? Maybe not as a hitter.
Yeah, we always love playing at home. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, it's been a crazy homestand, with the scheduling and stuff, and the delays and doubleheaders and stuff like that. But yeah, get on the road, see if we can get some more wins.
This was one of those where you wanted to pick up the bullpen, maybe didn't have the command you wanted. Tell me what it was like out there just trying to battle through and give you team innings.
Yeah, it was just a lack of command. Like, I know this might be a little down earlier today. I didn't feel very good. But, I still feel like I could pitch. Like, there's no excuses to hang and breaking balls. So, I just tried to do the best of what I could, but still, there's no excuse to hang two breaking balls.
We've had, here in the homestand and tough homestand as it was, and some of the other pitchers too, having problems with command. Is there just anything, or it just happens all of a sudden for pitchers?
I've never felt like that bad this year. So, I just think it's a fluke. So I don't think my command is usually hard to find.
So both of the homers were on curveballs?
No.
The second one was, right?
The second one, yeah. The one that was about to his neck. Yeah, that one. That was a bad one.
And the curveball in particular, is that a pitch you just got to have in your arsenal to really see your full potential there each night?
When it's there, it helps, but it doesn't necessarily have to be there. I still have three other pitches I can go to. So it's just, I just didn't command the ball very good with anything tonight. It was just not good.
When you say you fell well, just stomach, anything in particular?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, like I woke up this morning, threw up a lot. Didn't get much food in. Kind of felt weak today. I noticed my fastball velo was down, so I'm just got to take care of that. Bad time to come.
You think that's a viral thing? Or?
Yeah, I don't think it's. I didn't feel like it was serious or anything. It was just annoying for the most part. But yeah, it couldn't come at a worse time.
Sometimes when your team is struggling like this, you with your other starting pitchers and the relievers, you get together and say, hey, we got a big road stand coming up, and we really need to have this.
Yeah, we know what we have to do. We've fallen behind too far. We really got to pick up the pace, because that's not who we are as a team. Each guy doesn't feel that way as a player. So we know where we need to be, and we're going to get there. So any way possible, we're going to get there.
Out for the next half inning, I believe. Can you just give us an update on how it feels? I know there's no fracture, thank God.
It's the X-rays came back. It was good. Just a contusion, so it's really just a little sore. Just trying to not have it swell up.
They said day to day. Do you anticipate having to sit at all, or you have to wake up tomorrow and see how it
feels? But I'm maybe to put weight on it right now. I'm walking around with the phone on it, so hopefully it's good.
Any flashbacks to?
Yeah, I
to
got
last
pretty
year?
nervous there first, but I'll be all right.
Could you tell? Doogie came out and Buddy came out, and you're walking around. Could you tell at that point you thought, it hurts, but maybe it's not as bad, or was that little worry in the back of your head, like,
worry,
oh, come on?
but I didn't want to come out of the game. I was just trying to tough it out, finish it at bat. but it was just one of those things that you just gotta kind of get the treatment right away on it so it doesn't swell up.
I think homestand game goes well, and you're excited a little bit to go in the Yankee Stadium at a time the team really needs, a pickup this week.
It's gonna be a good experience. I mean, a lot of guys in this clubhouse haven't played there in quite a long time, so it's gonna be fun. Hopefully we can get things started on the right foot there and start getting some wins under our belt.
You've been around here a couple of playoff teams. Are there times where you look around and you say, hey, this is just as good a team, but things just aren't working out? How do you kind of compartmentalize this?
Yeah, I mean, we know exactly what we're capable of, especially after the past 2 years, what this team can do and the caliber of the team this is. Right now we're just going through a little bit of a rough patch, and it's just going to take continued hard work in the cages, on the mound, doing what we need to do to turn this thing around.
Going to make your second start since coming back from the minors on Friday. How are you feeling personally?
Good. Worked on some things in my bullpen yesterday. Feeling good about it. Like I said, cleaned up some mistakes. Took the positives, took the negatives, and stepping forward now.
What did you take away from your performance on Saturday?
I felt I did a good job being on the edges. As the game went on, I started being a little too much up in the zone where they can get their barrels too much easier. So then continue to work on living in the bottom of the zone. But overall, I mean, the line doesn't look great. A lot of soft contact, and then they capitalize behind that soft contact.